This is the one I just took out. This is the fake. I finally got the correct one from SanDisk. One thing I can tell you that I seen right away is the actual tiny print on it seems to be clearer on the original one than on the fake one, or on the actual one than the fake one. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to see that on Lazada, so my guess is just go by price. But yeah, I got it's a SanDisk Extreme Pro, but it is a V30, and I think it's a UHS, is it UHS, whatever that code is, 3, not a 1, a class 3, not class 1. So it works in here. I'm going to pull it out of here. I'm going to put it in the 360. If it works in the 360s, then I'm going to order a couple more of them, because I only ordered one because I want to make sure they'd work first. So the SD card dilemma has come to an end, finally, thank God. Just wish I'd have realized sooner that I was buying fake SD cards. Didn't realize they were that common. I knew they existed, but I didn't think they were like everywhere on Lazada, because like I said, I bought 4 different manufacturers, or 4 different, I think a couple of different ones were SanDisk, but there was also some Lexar, some SanDisk, and what was the other one? There was another brand in there for sure. But point being, they're all getting copied. So just go right straight to the source, which is, I'm going to recommend the SanDisk store on Lazada. Good morning, everyone. What is it? I think it's only about 7:15, something like that. Sun's right up there behind the clouds somewhere, so it's still fairly early. Today we are going to Ubon. We're going to take a look at SUVs. Had a plan since, well, we set the budget back in the US to get a truck and an SUV. Of course, when we first moved here, the truck was the priority, because with the build and everything, I knew there was going to be lots of stuff we were going to need to haul. And we did, with the well and the SLR and everything else we've done. I mean, we've hauled a lot of stuff with that thing, the landscaping. I did spend a couple $100,000 more than I wanted on the truck, or more than I budgeted, let me say that. But when I got up there, seen it, the condition it was in and how well it ran, I just said I just need to do this and I never have to worry about it. But anyhow, we're going to go up to Ubon today. We've got a couple of Ford tuners picked out up there in our head. We found them on Facebook. We're going to go up and talk to them. We're going to go up there and talk trade initially. We're not going to tell them we've got the cash to buy it. We're just going to make them think that we need to trade the truck in order to afford the vehicle, to try to maximize the trade value on the truck. But if we don't like the value they give us in the truck, then we'll just either walk away or we'll pay for the SUV, one or the other. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that really matters is price. What we get out of it. What is this laying over here? Oh, this is from the ceremony yesterday. They had one of those ceremonies where you honor your ancestors yesterday, village-wide. We went into the temple for, well, she was in town all day, but she was with Mom also, but I went into the temple for about an hour. Man, I can't take it too much longer than that, sitting on the floor. My legs bent. Our bodies just aren't used to that. We didn't grow up that way, so our limbs just don't bend that way. Anyhow, we've got to get some documents together for this truck and for like my passport and house book and stuff like that, so when I buy a vehicle. Because this one, as I said before, this is in Sompit's name. Sompit wants to keep this, but I just don't see the value in keeping a nice truck like that when I'm only going to drive it once or twice a week and it's just going to be around here hauling shit around. I think we ought to trade it in, get the value out of the Ford tuner, and then just go back and buy a beater truck, because that's kind of what I did most of my life. Was I always had a beater truck sitting around to just haul shit with. Reality is, though, if we keep that thing will last me till I die. I mean, that Toyota, that diesel engine, good shape, nothing wrong with that truck. But again, it just comes down to what they give us for trade on it. And like I said, we're gonna just go in and not let them know we got the cash, because if they know we got the cash, they're going to lowball us on this just to get the cash out of us and have us take this home. So we're not going to tell them what the real plan is. Only thing is if we do make a deal today and we keep this, one of them's going to have to stay in U-Bahn because we can't drive them both home. Sampit's not driving yet, which is another reason I want to get an automatic transmission, is because I need to get her driving here in Thailand. Like everyone else, she's afraid to, because freaking crazy idiots that run on these roads. Here nor there, we're going to get ready. We're going to get in the truck. We'll get up to U-Bahn and we will see you then, unless something happens between here and there. All right, so it's been a heck of a day. We drove an hour and 45 minutes to U-Bahn. They had 2 Fortuners advertised on Facebook. Both of them were really cheap, and Texas Mark was up there. He bought his truck up there, and he told me about these cars that were sitting there. And they didn't want to sell him one. They gave him some bullshit reason. So I texted him yesterday. I said, is this just a bait and switch or what is it? I don't know. He said he didn't think so. So we called them last night. They said, yeah, come on up. We drove up there this morning, got up there, and they said, oh yeah, the car's right there, but that price is no good anymore. It was a special we had last month, even though they're still advertising it on Facebook. So I just got mad and I just left. I didn't want to deal with any of them or talk about anything. We left U-Bahn. We drove to Sisaket, which is another hour drive. Went to Toyota dealer there. Talked to them. No inventory at all at either of them, actually. But they were going to have to order one. Said, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to look at the Isuzus, because also in the back, and I'll show you later, in the back, the far back seats, I don't like the way Toyota does it. It takes up too much space. So now we left there and we came to Canthalak Isuzu dealer, because this is what I was going to look at to begin with. But anyhow, I ended up buying this thing right here. But anyhow, we're not going to get it today. It's going to be a couple days because they got to tint the windows and do some other stuff to it. But yeah, so we've been driving all over the place. So it was an hour and 45 minutes to U-Bahn, an hour to Sisaket, and then another hour, yeah, right at an hour down here to Canthalak. Sisaket lowballed me on the trade number on the truck. Told them no, forget it. We left. Got down here, they added another 50,000 to it down here, but I told them I didn't want to trade it anyhow. So we're just gonna pay cash for this thing and keep this truck. But anyhow, yeah, it's been a long day. We're still working on paperwork in there. I got to pick out how dark a tint I want for the windows. So as it is right now, I'm going to run back in there and do that. I want to get out and stretch my legs a little bit, get some fresh air. But yeah, we'll be back here in a couple days to pick it up. We'll bring you with us. We finally made it back home. Long day out trying to buy a damn car. It's a long story, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but it'll be a couple days before we pick it up. We got to figure out how to get all the money to him now, because I had sent the money from the U.S. to Sampit's bank account, in her Bangkok bank account in Bangkok, because there is a international tax lawyer in Bangkok that has said that he personally spoke to the Thai tax authorities and said, under the new tax laws, or reinforced tax laws, it is currently acceptable for a foreigner to send their spouse in Thailand up to 2 million baht without it being taxable. He believes they'll probably close that loophole before too long. But anyhow, as soon as I heard that, I moved a bunch of money over here, so I don't have to worry about the Thai tax laws for right now. With that said, all the money's in the account in Bangkok. Well, then we found out there's a daily limit on it of 50,000. You can't get online and change it. You have to physically walk into the bank, fill out a paper to change the daily limit. Well, to do that, we got to go clear to Bangkok. So we're trying to shuffle that money out a little bit at a time. But what we'll end up having to do is probably just pull the money out of my account here in Khun Han, pay for the damn thing, and then funnel that money back in over here over time. Because we're not going to drive to Bangkok to freaking change the daily limit. So yeah, we'll get that covered. But I don't know, they'll call us. We'll go back in a couple days and pick it up. Pretty different buying experience from what I was used to in the U.S. Not a lot different, but it was different. First off, the Isuzu dealers don't have any inventory to speak of. The one in U-Bahn had one MUX on the floor, or in stock. Let me say, they had one in stock. And it was the absolute plainest vehicle you can buy. Anything else, you have to order, whether it's a different color, different features, different anything. They had one, and it was the cheapest, plainest one you could find. And I said, well, if I'm going to order one from an Isuzu dealer, I'm going to order it from Cadillac so I don't have to drive clear back up there because they're all the same price. It's just a matter of what kind of deal you can negotiate. But we left Ubon. We talked to the Toyota dealer up there. Oh, that's another good one. We talked to the Toyota dealer up there because they had an ad on Facebook for the top-of-the-line Toyota Fortuner, which I believe is the GR, and the Legender, which is the second to the top. And they were about 450,000 baht off new price. Had Sampit call up there last night, talk to him, say, yep, they're here, no problem. Drove all the way up there today, and they said, oh, well, that vehicle's here, but that price isn't good anymore. It was a promotion last month. Why the hell you still got it on Facebook? Because it's popping up. Well, they're doing it on purpose. It's a bait and switch is what it is. Because they were like, oh, yeah, but we got plenty of them here. Let's go. No. Just, I got pissed. I just went and walked over to the truck, let Sampit finish the conversation. We left. I wasn't going to spend no money there. They're freaking crooks. So anyhow, we left Ubon, went to Sisaket because it's only an hour from Ubon. So we come back that way. Isuzu dealer there, nothing in inventory. They all have pickups, but they don't have the SUVs at all. Toyota dealer there didn't really have much. We did get a trade-in quote on my truck, so I thought my truck was worth about 400,000. They said 330,000. I thought that was low. Said, well, we'll get back to you. We'll let you know. We left. Went down to the Isuzu dealer over here in Cadillac because I remembered I'd seen one sitting on the showroom floor there. And that's the one we ended up buying. And they offered me 380,000 trade-in on my truck. I just said, nah, it's all right. I'll just keep it. So we're going to keep this and just buy this other one outright. That whole situation's resolved. We just got to get the money put together to get back over there in a couple days and pick it up. I was out here yesterday morning, and I filled all these holes here that Sampit had dug with, well, it was mud, but out of here. I see now I got a couple more spots I need to fill in because this was all still full of water yesterday. So I couldn't really see very well. I was just filling what I thought was the deep spots. But I got a little there and there to put back in. But I dug this all out, scooped it into the wagon, took the wagon over there and dumped it. But this thing is just clear full of tadpoles. It was nice, clean, clear water before I started digging yesterday, but now it's just full of suspended solids. Damn things will probably die because they ain't gonna be able to breathe in that stuff. But yeah, there was a couple hundred tadpoles, or I think some of y'all call them pollywogs or something, but it's clear full of those. Not much else going on tonight. Like I said, we were out dealing with that car all day long, so see you tomorrow. We're out taking a tour around the pond. I'm trying to get some pictures of some birds. I've got some pictures of one like that black one. I don't know if you can see it sitting on that wood over there. There's also, see one fluttering around the bananas. I think that's his mate, but I'm not sure. And I see another black one just landed over there. I've been trying to capture pictures of some of the birds and stuff around here lately, as you've probably noticed. See, now he just moved over there and she come up here. Here or there. We got the camera with us in case we see something interesting. It's kind of hard to do both though. The truck, we went in and put the down money on that truck yesterday, that SUV. I had Sampit call him this morning already and told him to cancel that one. Order me one with the bigger engine in it, because I got thinking about, we're going to use this thing for traveling. You get off on these 2-lane highways, you are constantly passing people, so I figured I better have the bigger motor just to make those passes. Typical American, right? Need the big motor. But it was a 1.9 4-cylinder diesel. We went to the 3.0 4-cylinder diesel, turbocharged. It's like 45,000 baht, which is like $1,200 US to upgrade the engine. Oh, look at the flowers on them. Oh, I think you eat these flowers. I think you eat the flowers, if I remember right. Well, I need a picture of that. Hold on. Autofocus is nice, but it don't always work for every application. I see Sampit's bananas starting to grow up out of there. We looked at this the other day. These mango trees are thick, man. There's a moth or butterfly or something right there. Just awesome how big these bananas have gotten. in less than a year, man. Big, big, thick banana trees. 2 more coming up there. We never did thin these out. We were gonna take a couple of these out. We never did. This is about right here. 1, 2, 3. I got another one coming up right there. We need to whack out of there. That's the only one we got right now that doesn't have bananas in it. I can see another leaf coming out, so the next one's not gonna be bananas. Big bee under there. Let's see if I can get a picture of that. Okay, I didn't get any good shots of him. He's just not cooperating. Just noticing though, look at all the tomatoes she's got here. Lots and lots of tomatoes. This banana back here is actually the one Eddie gave me, my friend that passed away. This is the one that's the full-size bananas that Sumpit planted. That Katome tree is just going crazy. Leaves, leaves, leaves. I think I forgot to mention I pulled all this hose out that we laid out there. That way I can mow with the mower without running over the hose. See him in the video. Take a picture of it for you. All right, enough of 2 cameras. It's too much work. Try to keep track of both of them.